today. From GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Kansas City. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Motion man right is Rice. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. This is taken around the 12. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. First drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. That'll go for a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Matt Araiza now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On 2nd down, Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
I'm ready to take over, baby. Staying, don't. Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good. and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Hollywood Brown. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. Now Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Ravens first down.
Off the option, here's Henry. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's down.
Brandon, we saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2nd down and 6 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for KC. 52 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Jackson on first down. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And they will take a knee here. On second down, here's Henry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this win was impressive, Charles. And look, they were honest with us this week. They had this game circled on the calendar for quite a while, coming in and taking down the reigning Super Bowl champions.
And you and I both know from experience that having the title reigning Super Bowl champs is a blessing, but a curse when the next season begins, right? Because everyone circles that game on their schedule. They can't wait to come in and play, and they often do things you don't even expect because they figure, what do we have to lose? We're playing the Super Bowl champs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.